Hello, gym owners. Matthew Becker here from Gym Lawyers PLLC. Now, once again, before we get into this video, let me remind you that the information here is meant for educational purposes only. I don't know your specific facts for your specific case and what state you're in and everything else. Therefore, you cannot rely on any of this information as actual legal advice. If you want a legal opinion on your specific situation, you're going to have to reach out to us at gymlawyers.com. In this video, I want to help you guys understand one of the more misunderstood areas of commercial leases. Let me relate this to a common factual scenario that you'll most likely be able to relate to. If you've ever purchased a concert ticket or a ticket to a sporting event, an airplane ticket, or rented a car or anything like that, you'll be familiar with hidden fees. What are those hidden fees? They're various processing fees, taxes, handling fees, whatever else that gets added on to the base purchase price of whatever it is that you're buying. This happened to me a couple of weeks ago. I found out that a band that I really like is coming to town in a couple of months. So I went on one of those ticket purchasing websites and I looked at the price of the tickets. And while they were a little bit expensive, I decided that they weren't that bad, and I called up a buddy and asked if he wanted to go with me to the concert. He agreed, so I got back on that site and I went to purchase the tickets. What I had understood, even though I know better, based on the ticket price that was listed on the website, was that I should be paying about $300 in total for these tickets. Yes, again, they were pricey tickets to begin with, but we made the decision that we were going to go. By the end of it, by the time I had actually purchased the tickets themselves, I ended up paying about $375 to $400 for the tickets. But why? According to the website, the face value on the tickets was $150. It should have only been $300. As I said, it's because of all these various fees that get tacked on these days. There's taxes, there's handling fees, there's shipping fees, there's processing fees, whatever else. They end up getting all listed on there, but they don't tell you about that in the beginning. Your commercial lease is going to work very similar to this. You're going to have your base rent, but then there's going to be other fees that get added on each month, outside even of utilities. The most common fees that we see added on to a base rent in a commercial lease are called common area maintenance fees, or CAM fees. But what are they? CAM fees, or common area maintenance fees, are fees that are added on by a landlord to help the landlord pay to maintain the building and its surroundings. This is especially true if you share the building with other tenants. So let's look at it this way. Whenever you buy a building, there's more than just your mortgage that you have to be concerned about paying for involving that building. You might need to fix a leaking roof, you might need to repoint the brick around the building, you might need to replace windows, replace a furnace, fix a toilet, whatever it is. And these are additional costs to the landlord themselves. Now, if you've ever dealt with a landlord, you know very well that that landlord is not going to absorb those costs. They're going to pass those on to the tenants so that the landlord can maximize their return on investment and all of the money that they receive on monthly rents from the various tenants. So they take a year's worth of costs and they estimate what it's going to be for the next year, and they split it down amongst the tenants, and then they split that down by 12, and that gets added on to your base rent. So unlike me, who got caught at the end of buying those tickets, I want to make sure that you don't get caught on your first month after you sign the commercial lease. So thumb through that lease and make sure that you understand all of the fees that are going to be included on top of your base rent. If you need help, that's why we're here. Go ahead and reach out to us at gymlawyers.com.